You are the last person alive.
What is happening, everybody? Whoa, crazy strobe light effect going on. It's going to end in a second. How's everybody doing today? What is happening, Hypesters? Happy Thursday. It is time for another HypeHype editor Q&A stream with your boy Shogun. It's a little bit earlier than usual this week. We're trying out some new times. It is 1 p.m. here in Helsinki, Finland. And we're going to get into some editor action today. Of course, the point of this stream is editor Q&A, so if you have questions about the HypeHype editor, please do leave them for me in the chat. I will do my best to answer them. But if there are not any questions right off the bat, I will start with a little build of my own. I just realized we were supposed to go to this screen first. I messed up a little bit. I know, like, right as I was starting, I noticed that the audio from my iPad was not coming through the correct sound input or output. So I wasn't getting it into my OBS here. And I had to really quickly kind of redo a couple of things right as the stream was supposed to be starting. So a little bit of a rough start today, guys. I'm sorry about that. Also trying to stay hydrated because it is super hot today in Helsinki. It rained yesterday and then it got hot. So not only is it hot, but it's humid. I'm like sweltering right now. It's crazy. Anyway, I'll try not to get too hung up on that. I did turn my fan off for you guys so that it's not too noisy while we get into this action here. All right, so now I'm going to go through the proper order of scenes. So this was the welcome scene. The next thing I want to do before I jump into the editor is just remind everybody that, boom, it is still July. There's roughly 3 days remaining to submit your hypes for the July Game Jam. You have until midnight Pacific Standard Time, I guess Pacific Summer Time. Yeah. Anyway, Pacific Time on North America, midnight on July 31st, which is this Saturday. However, if you're in any of the time zones before that, that means you get a few hours on Sunday as well. Oh, excuse me. Before the official deadline. If you're here in Helsinki, I know the deadline is 10 a.m. on Sunday. I believe if you're in the Philippines, you get a bunch of extra time because you're about, if I'm not mistaken, 15 hours ahead of Pacific time. So you guys got to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday to make your submissions. So I'm really looking forward to playing those. There will be more information about that at the close of the jam, but of course we'll take about a week and a half, 2 weeks to do the judging, and then we'll have a special awards stream to reveal the winners, just like we did with the Mega Jam. Speaking of winners, we do have 3 categories in the July Game Jam. There's a playlist category, original hype category, and of course hype remix. And in each of those categories there are 5 winners, so a first place winner and then 4 runners up, everybody getting a cash prize, with that cash prize totaling just over 5,000 US dollars. So lots of cash on the line there for creators during the July Game Jam in HypeHype Early Access. Now that I've gotten that out of the way, I think it's maybe time to jump into the editor. So let's do that. Now we're back here where we started on the gameplay screen. And oh my god, luckily I got a towel here so I can wipe the sweat from my forehead because it is just dripping right now. Anyway, I promised I wouldn't get hung up on that. I'm gonna try and get a little more comfortable here. I'm gonna grab my iPad, I'm gonna unplug it. It's fully charged. We should be good for the next hour or two here. No problemo. And I haven't seen any questions in the chat here. I hope the chat is working because I don't see any chat activity. Of course, we are an earlier stream today, so it might just be that we don't have as many people here as we normally have. So I'm just gonna jump in here and start with the hype that I was working on last week during this stream. So what we have here is we have the unicorn guy here is at the beach, and the beach is being overrun by these little bummer bears, and your goal is to defeat the bummer bears. And when you defeat them, they don't die. They just become more happy. They start dancing. It's just a good time. Boom. They change into bright colors and they start dancing. So the first thing I think that I'm going to work on here before we go any further is that particle effect that goes off when they change. You'll see it here again. It lasts way too long. You can see that smoke comes up and it goes down really slow, as does the little rainbow explosion of hearts there. So I think we want to make that whole thing quicker. So, whoops. Well, we weren't in edit mode yet. So we're gonna go to edit mode here, and the first thing we're gonna do is mess with that particle effect a little bit. So I'm going to go into the world menu here. I'm going to go to particle effects. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do here is the rainbow blast. And I think probably... Oh, this is going to be annoying because there's so many of these. We have 5 emitters in here, of course, 1 for each color. But they're all the same. But what that means is as I adjust these, I'm going to have to do the same adjustments to the other ones. Which is not going to be a huge deal, but, you know, maybe a little bit on the annoying side. So I'm going to increase the speed here that these things shoot out. We want them to shoot out much faster. Yeah. But we don't want them to go so high, so we're also going to counter that with the same gravity. So now they're shooting up faster, falling down faster. And I think that's kind of what I want. I think, though, they're still going a little high. I'm going to make this gravity even a little bit more. Gravity is even stronger now than the blast. I like it. And then I think we could also probably go here to the emission. This particle age is quite long. What if we cut that in half? Was maybe a little too much. I do want to see some of that fall. So let's give it just a fraction of a second longer so we get a... Yeah, that looks nice. I like that. Okay. Hey, Luke King, what's happening? And Ennies, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you guys. Hope you are having an awesome Thursday. I'm having a pretty good Thursday, despite the heat. And I guess... I don't know where you guys are in the world, but most likely it's probably hotter than it is here in Finland because we are still in Finland. But I've been in Finland for a long time now, and I've gotten quite used to the cooler weather. So even when we're in the like slightly hot range here, it still feels quite hot. I'm just gonna check here since it's a topic of discussion at the moment. Oh, it's not even that hot. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to say how hot it is right now. It's got to be hotter than what my phone says in this room. Because I was like dripping sweat at the start of the stream. Anyway, let's get back to this. Particle effect action. Alright, so what did I do? I changed the emission rate to 1.8. That was good. In motion, I changed the velocity to 5. And I changed the gravity to -6. So now I'm going to have to do that for the rest of these emitters. So yellow, we're going to go particle age, 1.8. Then we're going to go to motion. Velocity is going to be 5. Gravity is going to be -6. And now, whoops. Now the yellow is the same. Excellent. Let's do the green. Emission, 1.8. Motion, velocity, 5. Gravity, -6. All right. Blue, 1.8. Oops. 5. -6. And finally, purple, 1.8. -6. 5. There we go. So now that's much faster. And now I'm going to see what it actually looks like when it explodes out of the gun. Okay, that's better, but now we need to fix the smoke, which is actually in a different particle. So the rainbow blast took all of my emitters to make 5 colors. Yeah, exactly. It's way more humid than it normally is, I think, in the Finnish summertime here. That rain yesterday did us no favors. No favors. Anyway, all right. So as I was saying, the rainbow blast, I only have 5 emitters in each particle emitter, or each particle effect can only have 5 emitters. So I used all 5 emitters in the rainbow blast to do the rainbow blast, and really I would have liked to do 6. Because I skipped orange here. It should go red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. But I skipped orange because I only had 5 emitters. And I think that's fine. It works. But that meant that I wanted that explosion as well, which I believe is this one. Yes. Because I wanted this smoke effect. But as we can see, I made this smoke effect last way too long. I believe this is the last one. Let's see. Visual. No. This is, I should have named these. Let's go ahead and name these. This is, rename. I believe this is based on Sparks, so we'll call this Sparks 2. And that means this one is Smoke 2. Alright, and then Smoke 2 is what we want. So first, this particle age, again, too long. Let's make it last about the same as the rainbow effect. That might, on its own, actually be okay, but I think I'm going to turn up the gravity just a little bit. Let's try 1.5 negative. So those start to fall a little bit faster. Alright, this might be better. Let's take a look. That's a bit better. It still kind of obscures the character there a bit longer than I would like it to. What is happening? Yope in the house. So let's go back. We're going to go to particle effects here. was this explosion. And I think what we might here do is, alright, so this is 0, this is 7. We're just gonna lower the amount of clouds we're getting from this smoke so it's not so thick. And then maybe... Is that really 10, 10, 10? No, there's no way it's going that fast. For real? Ah, that was, I'm on sparks there. I need to be on smoke too. Emitter. There we go. That's better. So actually, I need to go back because I messed that up. I still want this to be 7. In fact, I'm going to make that 8. Smoke 2. Emission. This one we want to bring down a little bit. Alright, and then this one we want to go to motion. Add a little more variation to the x-axis offset of the velocity. So it was 0.5. I think 1 might be too much, but let's try 1. What I'm looking for is just to have those clouds kind of spread out a little bit more than they were. And that's actually looking okay. Last thing I might want to do here is just make those a little bit, I don't know, smaller is necessarily what I need. Let's get rid of some of the randomness there. Start 4, they get bigger. They disappear there. Let's turn the overall fade down a little bit. That'll help. Yeah. This is a bit more what I'm looking for. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's better. All right. But now I feel like the rainbow lasts too long. The rainbow's lasting longer than the music's too loud. Can do. Thank you for the feedback there. Let's turn this down just a tad. We'll see how that goes. And also, let's, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that with the music there. Forgot to do a couple of things. Actually, let's undo that. There we go. That's good. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, and he said the same thing too. My bad. Yeah. Thank you for the feedback there. Always appreciate a little audio feedback because of course I can't hear the mix while I'm talking. Okay, so let us do one more thing here quickly. Oh, all right. Yelp has already handled it. Thanks, dude. Hey, Sticky in the house. What's happening, Sticky? All right, so I'm going to this particle effects one more time. We're going to this rainbow blast. And still, I feel like the particle age here is too long. So let's put it down even a little bit more. And then I think we're going to want to increase the gravity a little bit more with that. That might be good. All right, let's try that. So now we're at -7 gravity and 1.2 particle age. 2.2 minus 7. And last one. Let's see what it looks like in action. Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it. I've spent now like 20 minutes tuning this particle effect. Maybe we could move on and do something else. So, what I have set up in this game so far is pretty much what you guys have seen. I have these enemies, and I have my hero and this dog that follows me around. There was some good suggestions for some light AI for the dog last week. I might get into that a little bit, but I think for now I'm gonna add actually some more gameplay elements to this. So in addition to these beach bummer bears, I want to have some characters that you can rescue. Gaming with Soul, what's happening? Hope you're having a good Thursday, my man. Alright, so we're gonna add something new here. Let's I just wanna make sure my workspace is somewhat clean. We're snapped to grid, cool. So this is all the enemy logic. So if you were here last week, actually, I can show you this real quick. So if you're here last week, I was trying to, in the logic here for the enemy health, I was trying to input the logic that would change the color of the bear, change his animation into a dancing animation, and then you know, have all the particle effects and everything go off. But the problem that I ran into was that because this guy is made up of multiple add-ons, I needed to have this add-on communicate with this add-on, which normally you would do with broadcasters, but then what happens is once you defeat one enemy, it automatically basically defeats all the enemies. So that was a problem, and I thought about it for a while, and I really wanted to be able to use the same character model here to be the dancing guy and the enemy. But what I found was the easiest solution was to actually create the dancing Teddy here as a separate character, and then in the enemy health here, I added just a spawner. And when the enemy is defeated, he is destroyed normally, but he also spawns out the dancing version of the Teddy. Okay, and now I see question in the chat. Oh, excuse me. Wow. That was this one. Okay. So that's all there. So we're going to go down the beach a little bit further here and create a guide to save. But we have a question here from Ennies. Would it be possible to make huge fireworks using the particle system? And I would say yes. It'll take a little bit of work. I've done kind of a simple version of this, but you could of course make it much bigger. But I'll show you the firework that I have already created. I've used it in this hype, for example. So if we play this, So we'll see, we go around, after we go around this bend here, there's going to be a firework going off. There it is at the end of the wall. It's difficult to keep it on screen there, but you can kind of see it's a multi-stage explosion there. It shoots a mortar up and then flashes some stuff out of it. But the way that that is working is actually a series of particle effects. So what I have down here is the first particle effect is just the mortar. The mortar shoots straight up, right? And actually, there's a better example of this. If we go to... here. And then we want this one. Right, and now we can see it more clearly too. So you can see the different stages. There's stage 1, stage 2, and then stage 3. So stage 1 is the mortar. Stage 2 is the initial explosion. Stage 3 is the multiple secondary explosions. And that's being handled by 3 different particle effects. So if we go in here, we can see a little more clearly. I can go into the actual particle effects here. So you can see we have mortar, is the mortar there, boom, shoots straight up, has some kind of sparks that go along with it. And then we have the firework 1, which is this initial blast, right? It's got a little bit of smoke, it's got this little blast, sparks flying out. And then we have finally this part, which is these stars, has a little bit of a blast, a little bit of an explosion, and then these stars come flying out, boom. Like so. And then there was one more here. What is this one? Oh, this is a different, this is an unrelated effect. Okay. Grapey says, are the particle effects making the game jittery? At least I'm not having any problems here. This is running fine. I've done some stuff with some pretty heavy particle effects that ran okay. If we go here to my profile, for example, where is it? Oh, it's way down here. This is pretty particle effects heavy. Lots of particle effects going on here. And at least here on this iPad Pro, I'm not having any issues. Of course, there's lots of different devices. It may be that that on some other devices you start to have problems. I don't know how much particle effects play into that. But I would say in general, like, particle effects probably could be something that are maybe slightly more heavy in your game. The go-kart, this one. I'm gonna say if it's looking jittery to you, it's most likely it's coming through my my capture here of the gameplay. Because of course we're not watching this. I see what you're looking at right now, actually. And it looks fine here on my iPad. Like, if you can see here, it looks pretty good, but you can definitely see through the screen capture. It is kind of dropping some frames, but that's not coming from the game itself. That's coming from the screen mirroring. Okay, so yeah, that what we were just looking at previously. If you want to use that firework or edit that firework, you can find it here. It's HypeJam 18 template. So you can go and use that if you want to use it as a basis. One thing that's really cool that we didn't have when I made this is the ability to copy particles. So when I made this, there's like all these particles are the same. Because it would have been a huge pain to go through and make different versions of these to have, you know, for example, different colors. But now, super easy. So, you know, like mortar's probably going to always be the same color. But like this here, we want to change some of the colors here. We can go in and make a new version of this. And now we have fireworks 1 copy. We can go in and do like color. Like, all right, we want this to be like more pink now. Cool, pink. Boom, that looks pink. What else do we need to change here? White streaks, the flash probably needs some color. Yeah, let's change that to pink. Boom, that helps. White streaks, we're gonna give those a little bit of pink. Maybe a little bit lighter pink than the other ones. Boom. Now we got a pink version without having to go through and remake every single one of these emitters, which is what we would have had to do at the time that I made this template, which was what, like last December, January, something like that. It was around New Year's, because we have 2021 is the theme here. Wow, excuse me. All right. Has there been any more questions while I was looking at that? All right, so now I have 2 requests to play some games. I can play some games. Since there's no editor questions at the moment, I don't have a problem with that. So first to ask was Gaming with Soul. So let us go find Game Seekers. And then I guess it's this chess one here. Oh, you have like 2 different chess ones. But I'm assuming this is the most recent, the one that is first. What's my goal here? I don't understand. Whoa, what just happened? Oh, I have. Oh. What is going on here? So I'm supposed to collect the white ones. All right. And I guess I need to avoid the black ones, but I got hit by that black one. What happens if I touch that guy? Oh, I can't. But I can collect these guys. And there's some time limit here, yeah? Can I collect the black soldiers? No, just the white ones. Oh, and then the other one, okay. So it's like, oh no, but that guy died. So I need to try and collect them with both. Okay. Whoops. Hold on a second, guys. There's some noise going on here. I gotta check what it is. I will be right back with you. Where is this one? Sorry, 1 second. This shouldn't take more than a minute or 2. Okay, we're back, and I just noticed I left you with dueling music. So while we're playing, let's go turn off those chill building beats. Okay, so that was the one. I played it wrong, so let's maybe play it right. I don't think I'm going to be very good at this, though. This. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. This is difficult. My brain is not set up to do two controls at the same time. Oh yeah. Whoops. Oh, that was the wrong color. Ah. Constantly hitting the wrong buttons here. This is a game I think that might benefit from real controller. Whoops. Ah, done. All right. Now I just gotta worry about white. Oh, what? It wasn't on the piece. Whatever, I improved the score. Nice. Alright. So, then we're gonna go to Sticky. Not Sticker. Sticky. And is this first one? Stretchy jump. Boing. Boing. That's real nice. Oh, that's like a... That's a really cool effect. I guess this is it. There's no more level to it at the moment. Seems to be. But that's very cool. Really nice job. Noah in the house. Oh, Al's here as well. Welcome, Al. It's Soul Spark. Okay. While we're doing some gameplay stuff, is there anything else you guys would like me to play before I jump back into the editor? I could even give you here the gameplay screen, which is the same as the other screen we were just on. It just says to suggest types instead of ask me editor question. You want to know my thoughts on your chess game that we just looked at? So yeah, I think Do I want to work with you on Stretchy Jump Sticky? I kind of have a few of my own projects that are starting to back up in the backlog. Noah wants to see my first hype ever. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Gaming with Soul wanted to see my thoughts on this particular hype, which I'll run through a few. Al Cox wants to see behind the curtain on Stretchy Cube. We can do that as well. And then Noah wants to see my first hype ever, which we can definitely do. But so with this one, I'm just going to go to remix here so that it's not just playing. I think Yelp mentioned it in the chat, but something definitely to help these two guys stick out a little bit more, I think would be helpful. And maybe even like the way you have it here, when you start up, you have this little countdown go, and then your controllers pop up. If there was some sort of effect down here when the controllers pop up to kind of like bring your eye down there, because I think the first time I didn't even really realize that there were controllers there right away. And then something up here to kind of help these guys stick out as the ones that you are controlling. You know, like maybe some sort of particle or something. I wouldn't necessarily change the color, because you do want black collecting black and white collecting white. But something to help those stand out a little bit, I think would be pretty nice here. I think overall, like once I figured out how it was working, it was pretty easy to understand. Definitely difficult to play, as you have to control two different things. And you have to kind of like keep that connection in your mind that my left hand is doing black, my right hand is doing white, and you know, I need to collect the white pieces with white and the black pieces with black. Yeah, exactly, Al. Like some sort of particle coming out of these. It doesn't even need to be flashy, like, you know, like a really basic. Let's see if we can make something here real quick. Like if we go into particle, what do we have here already? Is there anything we might be able to use? Like, what's this glow? Something like this might be great. Like if we just put this here, we could advance. Let's. Why can't I? Why can't I add a particle there? I guess maybe I needed. Whoa! Holy crap, dude! All right, let's see. Where is the container for these kings? There we go. Black king, white king. Oh, holy crap. You got this pretty spread out here. There we go. There we can add the particle effect. We're going to use the constant glow. It's probably going to be a little too much right away. But it definitely helps this guy stand out, you can see. It doesn't need much. But something like this, probably would want to maybe offset it a little bit on the Y. Put like not -5, -0.5. So it's more towards the bottom. You know, and then maybe different colors. You could have the colors match perhaps the controllers. Something like that. Yeah, Soulspark there. Same suggestion. Colors of the joysticks match the team color. That would be nice. But yeah, nice game. Real nice. Okay, so next on the to-do was to go back to Sticky. And let's just look under the hood of this guy. Let's see what we got here. So we've got... I'm just going to move these out of the way so we can see this. See this logic. Says, I assume here this math action going on is the stretchy animation. Yes, this is doing object scale, and then individually we're scaling X, Y, and Z based on other parameters. So we got a bunch of math going on in there. We have some wave generators. We're fetching velocity from a value inspector. Cool, 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 cool. And then the wave is, that's doing, I guess, the flatten out is X and Z. That's the flatten out stretch. Maybe. What's this transform doing? This is just moving. Okay. But yeah, I mean, we have vector math in here. Nice. Yeah, for when the cube lands. Exactly. Nice. Yeah, the stretchy effect is really nice. And it seems here, I would say, not super complex. Obviously, there's a fair bit of math going on here to get the values to be in the range that you want them to be in. But otherwise, you know, pretty simple. We have a vector transform here that's transforming scale. And you are adjusting individually the X, Y, and Z depending on the scenario. Very cool. All right, next on the list was my very first hype. Let's see if my very first hype is even... Which one of these was it? I believe it was this one. Let's look, because I can see here. This was created on September 17th. The other one it could be is maybe this one. No, that was September 25th. And this one, I believe, was later. Yeah, much later. Actually, not much later. September 21st, I started that. So this was the first one. And this was made from the old version of this swipe maze template. And of course, the goal is to collect all of these yellow gems and hit all these checkered pads to make these UFOs take off. That one though. Can I even get back there now? I'm not sure if I can. Whoops, missed that one, so I lost some score from that. Whoops. Boom. My first hype. There are secret paths in this hype as well. I think there is such a thing there, Sticky, yes, but I don't believe it actually does anything yet. But yeah, that's so that we can adjust or give visibility to stuff that maybe is nice but not getting it. And then since it was brought up really quickly, I'll show there's a secret path here. You collect the key. And you go back here. Let's just skip most of these because we don't need to collect them. And then when we get to here, this path is opened up and there's a secret. Playtest, sure, I'll check out your newest game there, Ryan. And then Yulp says, how long did it take for me to create this game? Well, of course, this is the first thing I made, so there was a lot of figuring stuff out, figuring out how things work. It probably took me a little bit longer than it would nowadays. But, I mean, if I had to guess, honestly, I don't know, 5 to 10 hours, maybe? Honestly, the secret I built in later, and that alone probably took a little bit of time. But yeah, the big problems I had with this one was, at this point, I didn't know how to animate stuff yet. We didn't have the vector animation yet. So this is actually being animated with a force. What if we show logic here? What else do we got? This is going to be all spaghetti. Because, I mean, we had containers, but we didn't have all the nice container stuff we have now. And I wasn't good at organizing my nodes yet. So as you can see, I have weird floaty nodes, very unorganized. Well, I wasn't doing anything like overly complex here. It was pretty basic, and of course there was the template already set up for the, for the maze aspect. So I needed to create these collectibles. I needed to create these UFOs, and logic-wise, that was about it. Otherwise, it was just kind of decoration and actually drawing the maze. All right, Noah's going to sleep. Have a good night, my man. Rest well. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Containers at one point did look something like a microchip. Yes, that is true. All right, so many requests in here. The next one on the list was Ryan PH wants me to check out it's a draft with a bunny thumbnail. All right, let's have a look. It's gonna be this one, I guess. Is this the one? Can I do anything? No, it's got no controls. Gaming with Soul says, when is the next update and what new is coming? I can't say exactly when the next update is going to be. People will start coming back from holiday on Monday next week. So things should be picking up again as we roll into August. But I don't know exactly. Oh, was I not in drafts here? Oh, you're right. I'm not in drafts. I just saw the bunny face and was like, okay, that's right. So it's this one. There's some weird display stuff going on here with the UI. But yeah, there definitely won't be an update until at least sometime next week. But I don't even know if it'll necessarily be next week because, of course, everybody needs to come back, get back up to speed. You know, of course, make sure that the build is stable, stuff like that, before we can go ahead and release it. I don't know exactly what is going to be in there, but there is, I know, some cool color stuff coming. Whoa, what is that creepy thing? Okay. Yeah, so next update is going to have some sort of some new color tools. I don't remember exactly what they do, but they give you the ability to change some colors on the fly during gameplay. And I think it'll allow you to kind of like mix colors somehow. I need to really play with those. I haven't checked them out much yet. Alright, so let's restart this. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so these guys have resurrected me. And I'm running down this path. Oh, I can go to a first person? Wow, creepy. Go to first person view. But it's a little difficult to control the first person view. And I seem to still be... Oh, I can just go around that. Okay. Oh, snap! Oh, and now this thing's coming after me. Okay. Okay. Whoa! Oh, that was cool. That was nice. Whoa, though. Whoa, though. The gate is locked. Oh, there's like a lot of world over here. Okay, so I'm doing some exploring. I assume I need to find some sort of key. It's just these bunnies just hanging around. That's... Oh, yeah, that thing's... Oh, it's got me! Wow, that was scary. Alright. What's this? Oh, there's like a notepad here. Can I read that? Can I tap it? How to play. Click to interact. Escape before he catch you. Click the red button to exit interaction. You can get attacked while interacting. Alright. Good to know. So, I can tap stuff to interact with it. It says run. I'm running. Oh, but there's that little plant thing there. What does this say? Why can't... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Ah! Sounds there when I go over the stick. Same thing. Oh, I can run into those guys and they start swinging. Sick. Whoa, what was that? Oh, now this guy's on me again. Okay. I like the birds. That's really nice. Oh, there's like an axe. Can I take that axe? Dude! No, no, no. What happened? Alright, Alright, I'm gonna try one more time. I want to see, there's that axe over there. I have to be able to do something with it, right? It was over here somewhere. Oh, what is this thing? It's like a... No, I can't interact with that. There's the axe. Oh, come on. So do I have an axe now? Can I attack somebody? Oh, the tree's turning into hands. That's messed up, man. No, I wanna axe the gate open. Can I not do that? That's brutal. There's some sort of box there on the wall. I feel like that's something. Door is also locked. Oh crap, get away from me, dude. Oh no. No! Oh, I'm screwed. Oh, there's the key. Key to the house. Does that mean it's this one? Yes, now I can go in here. Oh, cool. Oh, but that guy's trying to get in here now. This looks like a code. Oh, wow. I can't see the code. Five, 2, 8, 9. What does that say? Cold reality. There's a table full of carrots here, yeah. Why can't you see that all of us has our own struggle? Oh, that guy's got carrots stuck in his face. That's not nice. Still want to know what I'm supposed to do with that axe. Oh, that's really gross. And it's stuck. Okay. Oh! Oh. Yeah, I guess you gotta spend some time with that one to find everything. I think we're gonna move on here because there was some other requests. Liu King said try my new hype, but I feel like somewhere up there was a request before that. guess I'm not seeing it. So we'll go to... Okay, so there was that box on the wall was gonna do something, and I passed it. That's cool. Now I know. I'll try that again later after you've released it for real, and we'll see what's up. But there was Liu King. Try my new hype. I feel like I saw somewhere there somebody said try my first hype. That, you know, not like my first hype, but their first hype. And how did I spell that so wrong? Okay. So new hype from Liu King. I guess it's Sky Ducks. This is the new one. Dude, you have a... These are playlists? You have a 20 level, a 15 level, a 10 level, and a 5 level playlist? You got like 50 levels of the Sky Ducks? That's impressive. I guess I'm going to go to this one that's got the most. Or should I just play this one that's the newest one? I feel like I should start Sky Ducks from the beginning because I don't know. Oh, I do kind of get the idea what's going on here. It's like, oh, snap. Oh, that's cool.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars.
Nice.
The dark gets lonely. Now I see
Wait a minute.
violet. I can feel silence. In the dark's all that I see. When your stars have burnt out, and your heart makes no sound.
I need to go to the other ones.
I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky.
Is there, do I need to like connect something here? Like this. Alright, so we just need to connect everything. Nice. Alright, so we'll go back and start from the beginning. So I guess it's this one that we should play, yeah?
You're the night sky trying to make me see
Boom.
your stars. The dark gets lonely. Now I see
Oh, I needed to change that one first, eh?
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars. The dark gets lonely. Now I see violet. I can feel silence. In the dark's all that I see.
Boom. Oh, I see. Like, I'm having quite a delay here on the screen mirroring. Quite a delay. That's really far behind. Okay.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars. The dark gets lonely. Now I see violet. I can feel silence.
Oh, crap. Okay.
And the dark's all that I see when your stars are burnt toast.
Oh, no.
And your heart makes no sound. I'll find violet in your eyes.
This way.
You'll always
There.
be my night sky.
And to there. Nice. What is this? Oh, it's so far behind. Holy crap.
Always be my night sky.
That's not only with the game on it. The video feed from the screen mirror here is a solid like 30 seconds behind. Oh.
I can't figure you out now. I see all blue. There is so much cold in you.
There's usually I can kind of reset this by staying on a static menu for a minute. Let's see if it'll work. I think the other thing I could do is, let's go here for a second, and I'm just gonna kill and then restart the screen mirror, because that's ridiculously behind. All right, let's try that again. Beep, boop, boop, beep. Connect, connect. Put the screen in the wrong place. Thank you for that. What the heck? There it is. This needs to go up to there-ish. Oh, why did you do that? What are you doing to me right now? Okay, good enough. Good enough. Let's see if that's any better. I'm gonna go, I'll do some of the earlier ones here. Let's see what portals are all about. One thing I might suggest here, my own feedback. Take it easy, Game with Soul. Thanks for hanging out, man. Good to see you as always.
You're the night sky trying to make me see your stars. But the dark gets lonely. Now I see violet. I can feel silence.
Let's see if
And
this
the
is any
dark's all
better.
that I see when your stars have burnt toast. And your
Yeah,
heart
the video
makes
had
no
just like
sound.
really desynced there somehow.
I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky.
But yeah, as I was saying, I might suggest maybe different music track on different levels. It's not a bad song at all, but it's being the same song on everyone.
night sky, trying to make me see your stars. But the dark gets so lonely. Now I see violet, I can feel silence. In the dark's all that I see. When your stars have burnt toast, and your heart makes no sound. I'll find violet in your eyes. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You'll always be my night sky. You're the night sky, hiding behind dark gray clouds.
Here.
I can't figure you out now. I see all blue. There is so much cold in you, and the silence is so loud when you go. I just stay dancing with my shadow.
Really nice. I like this, dude. Nice puzzler. Really nice puzzles. I'm not gonna play them all. We're gonna save that for next week. We're gonna play through all these. Well, Yelp is gonna play through all these because I'm gonna be on vacation again. All right. Anything else you guys want me to play, or should I go back to the editor? Let's see what Yelp's got for us. Got a playlist. 5 levels. Collect the bananas. Boom. Collected. Hello, welcome to the stream. What is that? Revenaris? I would just say some variety would be nice. You know, you could probably have some levels where it's more calm and some levels where it's a little more exciting, but just not the same song over and over again. Like, even when it's a good song, it starts to, it starts to get kind of old. Hey, he's gonna fall in the water dancing with victory. Wow, holy spikes, Batman. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. I'm done. Alright, we need to go to the other end to get on those. Boom. Oh, did I crash? I may have crashed the app here. So we're gonna go to this screen again for a moment while I restart this.
All games here are made by people like you. Swipe up.
All right.
Go on. Try swiping up. Yeet.
Where were we? Unlisted parkour game from Yelp. Let's see what this is all about. Made yesterday on TikTok Live. We got the owl running through the sky. I know there's a... I feel like that takes me more than... That takes kind of a little while to get that. How much time bonus do I get for collecting that? Oh. Gotta be super fast with these. No, I guess I gotta wait for it to come back. Nice, 25. Now let's see what happens if I just skip those clocks. Trying to speed run it from the beginning. Almost. I guess I gotta wait for those. Get there. No, it's too fast. Okay. All right, Al, let's go check that out in a second. I just want to try and get a decent time on here. Then I'll go look at that. Boom. So much faster. All right, let's check out HypeHype. So we're looking at this one? Or is it unlisted something? That's what you mean by your enemy triangles there. All right. Not how to make the enemy movement more controllable. All right, let's see. Let's see how these guys are working. Let's see some logic here. I guess these are... Can I select these? Are these, okay, yeah, you do have a container for this. Enemy moves. All right, let's take a look at that. Let's find that container. Enemy moves. There we go. All right, so everything it looks like is in the triangle here. What does this go into? Okay, that's going to a game end. Cool. Cool. I would say this connection you have to a game end here, Would probably do that with broadcasters instead. This probably works, but it's not supposed to. So it might stop working at one point when this is fixed. Uh, but you're not meant to link outside of instanced or add-on containers with a direct spaghetti link. That's what these broadcasters are kind of for. So really, probably the first thing I would do is, instead of having this connection, which I guess is coming from your collision trigger, we can just add in here a broadcaster. Make that game fail. And then instead of this on collision, we'll go to, whoops. We'll go to that. No, not. Why? On collision, we'll go to broadcaster. And so that should still work. Whoops. Let's see. Oh, but it doesn't. Wasn't this broadcast listener game fail? Should execute the game end. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's still, why is it not connected? On collision start, broadcaster, oh, I didn't hit the execute. That's why, dummy. My bad. So now we should get, oh, it did come up there. There's a little bit of a delay. Okay, but what you were asking about was movement. So I completely overlooked that part. So you're using here wave generator and a transform to get this in and out, which is a totally acceptable way of doing this, I would say. But if you want something that's maybe a little more versatile, probably what you would want to do is, I just want to see what your values are in there. So we're going from 0 to 4, and that is going to the transform, which is just a normal translate. That's pushing it that way. Okay. Which I guess is why this has been rotated, yeah? So probably like one thing that you could do to make this a little more versatile, a little easier to work with, is to get rid of these two and replace that with the vector transform. And then what you can do with vector transform is, so you had duration in and out was 2 for both, which is nice. It's the same. We don't need to worry about that. We're going to put this on local transform. We can adjust the tween here if we want to. I don't know what tween you had on there. But you can change it here to whatever you want it to be. I would maybe, for this type of obstacle, maybe do a quad ease in, so it kind of like comes out fast. Well, actually, because that's not gonna... maybe just do linear for this type of obstacle. Anyway, so what we want to do now is... for this particular one, we still want it to just come in and out by 4. So we're going to take, in this case, a toggle. And the toggle will say... we'll go output when on to the vector transform, and y is going to be 4, and then output when off to the vector transform, and y is going to be -4. And then, of course, these will both execute the vector transform. And then we probably want something to set that off. In this case, we'll just use an interval, and we'll say we have 2 seconds in. We'll say maybe it stays there for like 1 second. So we'll do 3-second intervals. And on time, we are going to execute the toggle. Execute. All right, and this is going to loop. And then toggle. On is the positive, off is the negative, so we want to start on, I believe. Now let's see if this does the same thing. There we go, it does. A little bit faster. Whoa, why is it going too far now? Huh, what did I mess up there? Vector transform, duration is 2. Linear, local, move. Target is the self. We got 4 and 4. Interval is 3, which should be fine because the duration is 2. But for some reason, when it went back, it's not going back the whole way. You can see there. What is going on with this thing? That is extremely strange. Oh, you want the spikes to be adjustable individually. I think in that case, probably what you want to do is, well, I'm going to go here and I'm going to quit this. I'm going to go back to it. Why did it take me all the way back here? And then we were on the, we were on the second one, remix. I'm not going to load the autosave because I want to bring back your original logic here. So, because that vector transform was not doing what it should have been doing, and I'm not sure why, let's just say, for example, we want to continue using these wave generator transform solution since it was working as intended. But what you want to do is individually control each of these. So let's look at what we have here. So time offset end value is probably going to be the two things that we want to change. But essentially, so what we want to do is we want to go into the container here. And, oh, you've already added some inputs here. Nice. So you have speed forward, speed backward, and distance. Great. And you're use calculated here. That should be fine. So was this not working for you? Because that's pretty much what I was going to suggest that you do. I'm just going to go on this thing and so that I can get to these easier. I'm just going to get rid of a few boxes there. Because you should be able to now go into these individual ones and change. Aha. So these values are different than the values in... Maybe that's why it wasn't working correctly. Because I was assuming the value was 4 there. But that's what the problem was. The value was not 4. The value was 1. But still, I don't know why. Those vector transforms should have still been working. Abby, welcome. Noah, welcome back. So yeah, so I think you probably just want to add more inputs, but there's definitely something that I'm not getting going on here. Something about how this is working. But I think one thing that you want is to add an input here. We need to go here, or we need to hit this, then we go here, then we add an input. Select type, it's going to be a value, and it's going to be offset. Then we're going to drag that offset up to the wave generator. Doesn't this have an offset? There it is, time offset. And so now you should be able to go into each of these and say offset is 1, this offset is 0.5, this offset is 0. Why is that one 1.15? This one's 1.1, and this one's 1. Okay, so they should be kind of going slightly different distances. Still something a little wonky going on there. But there you can see, you can at least adjust how they move, or like the timing of when they move individually with that time offset in the wave generator. If you wanted to do it the way with the vector transform solution that I tried, which should work, but something wonky was going on, then you would just tie that time offset to the interval instead of the wave generator. Wayward Traveler, what's happening? Welcome to the stream. We do have about 20 minutes left in the stream here, roughly. And I am here for you guys. So if you have some editor questions, hook me up. You got something you want me to play, let me know. Otherwise, I might just go back to editing that hype that I was working on at the start of the stream, because I didn't really do anything on here. But yeah, generally speaking, you know, obviously it depends on what you're doing. But if you're using a wave generator in combination with a transform, most likely you're going to get better results if you switch to a vector transform. It might not always be the case, but it's pretty commonly the case, because essentially the vector transform has a wave generator within it, and the transform. It's both tools combined, you know, plus you get the vector aspect, so you can adjust the X, Y, and Z differently if you want to. right, so the thing that I was going to set up here before we started going and looking at other stuff was some sort of character that we can rescue. So let's see, we're going to add this cage here. How big is it? We might need to scale it up a little bit. Let's scale it up to, it's going to be unmovable. It's going to be on the ground. Cool. Whoops. Guess we need to do this way. I do want this to have health. So let's drag this enemy health onto it. Now it has health. Let's say it needs a little more health. 5. Oh no, we can't do that. I need to make a new version of this. Okay, so let's delete this. Let's copy this. We want to copy this container. And let's rename it. This is going to be Cage Health. Okay. How was my vacation? It was pretty nice. I was moving, so it wasn't really a I was not working, but it wasn't so much of a vacation because I was pretty much every day working on stuff related to moving. So in that respect, it wasn't the best vacation. It was nice to have a week off of work. I mentioned it earlier, I do have another week off of work next week. Again, not exactly a real vacation. I'm taking off work because I have some family stuff to attend to. But I'll have a little bit of time off of work, which is always nice. Clear the head. Think about other things for a little while. All right, so anyway, I jumped in here. What was it that I wanted to do in here? I changed the name. That was all I cared about. Cage Health. Cool. Cool. So now we can open up this Cage Health. We don't need the spawner in here, correct? I think that's actually the only thing that really needs to change. But let's see. So we put this now to that. And we say, oh, why didn't it go there? Oh, it is there. Okay, I was selected the tile instead. I want to make the cage more powerful. Now let's see if we can shoot this cage. What happens? Why did that end the game? That shouldn't happen. Let's is it this one? Enemy defeated. We do not need that, I think. Oh, I didn't know. I need to go. Cool. Okay, I think I want to get rid of that game end. So our goal is not going to be to defeat foes. I'm just going to delete that. I don't want it. Our goal is going to be, we're going to probably get score. We'll get score for how many of these guys we defeat. We'll get score for how many of these cages we rescue. And so the thing will be point based. I'll worry about what the actual game end is going to be later. For now, let's continue here. Let's see if I can finish this. Wait, what is connecting there now? Ah, it's this. I don't want. Yeah, this, delete, this, delete. Cool. Okay, hide. Now it's its own thing. No connections to other containers. Oh, that's an idea. Now I'm thinking this will be way more complicated. But now I'm thinking, what if after you rescue somebody from a cage, they like join your crew and they follow you around and they help you defeat the bad guys? That is totally possible, but much more complicated than what I initially had in mind here. I'm going to just make these all a little bit bigger. Let's make it like 1.8. Because I want to be able to fit a character inside there. And the character is going to be... let's go to player here. I think we're a unicorn, so we're also going to be rescuing unicorns. But we're going to take this little guy here, my homie Sunshine. And Sunshine is going to be in this cage. All right, and so he's sitting on the ground, but sticking out of the cage a little bit. So I think we need to make it slightly bigger. Let's just go with a straight 2. And there we go. There we got Sunshine in a cage. Now the challenge is going to be, again, I might need to because we need, so what we need here is when this cage is destroyed, we need this particular Sunshine to do whatever. Of course, my original idea was just like the bad bears, once you free him, you start dancing. But I could also, do some other actions there if I want to basically turn him into a like party member or something. We can do that. But the problem is the same problem that I had last week with these enemies, which is I have in this container the system for the health of this cage. But I need something to happen outside of this container when the cage is destroyed. And that becomes a problem because we cannot, in that instance, use broadcasters. Or essentially, once the first cage is destroyed, any other cage in the level is going to meet the same fate. So if you were not here earlier in the stream, I solved the problem that I had last week with these guys by adding a new... all new, basically, instance of the Teddy here, which is spawned from this version when he's destroyed. So that way I was able to keep all of the logic related to defeating the enemy in this one container. So I added a spawner up here. When the health is gone, guy's destroyed, but the spawner spawns the new dancing version of the bear. So the problem we have here, and I might have to use a similar solution, uh, is that pretty much, we add, so say we add some logic to Sunshine here, so that when the cage is destroyed, he can start dancing. But since this is coming from inside this container, if we use a broadcaster, when we free the first Sunshine, all of the Sunshines are going to start dancing. And of course, that's not what we want. One solution would be to actually glue the Sunshine to the cage so that the cage and the Sunshine are one object. And then I can use basically the same solution that I used here with the enemy. I can have another version of Sunshine that is free of the cage, and essentially when the cage is destroyed, we spawn the new version of Sunshine. Everything's gravy. The one thing I don't like about that is, one thing that I would like to add here is, in this Sunshine, I want to add a look at component so that Sunshine's always watching where you are. He knows you're coming to save him. So he wants to know where you are. He's going to always watch you wherever you go. And to do that, I need Sunshine to be separate from the cage. So that creates a little bit of a conundrum as to how to solve this particular problem. And unfortunately, I think like the teddy bear problem from last week, that is one that most likely I am going to try and solve offline, because it's going to be a lot of fumbling around, possibly. Maybe a little bit of trial and error, trying a few different things to get it to work the way that I want to. And ultimately, that's going to take a bunch of time. It might be kind of boring. And I've only got a few minutes left in the stream here. So I'm going to save this for now. I'm going to come back to this. And I'm going to ask one more time if y'all have any editor questions for me. If you have some hypes you want me to check out, we have a few minutes left. I am here for you, whatever you would like me to do. And I'm also, actually, just a little bit off topic, I'm going to put a question to you guys, a personal question for me, because this stream started today at 1 p.m. my time, which is roughly when I usually eat lunch. Sometime between 1 and 2 is my normal lunchtime. So I haven't eaten lunch yet. What do y'all think I should get for lunch? I'm going to order something, because we don't have a whole lot here at the house. And I still have work to do. I don't feel like cooking at the moment. So I can order pizza, I can order Chinese, I can order Nepalese, Indian food. I can order burgers, tacos, burritos. I've got quite a few options. So I'm interested in what you all think that I should eat for lunch today. And in the meantime, I'm just going to go here. Let's see what's up in the feed. Let's play a little bit of feed action. Let's go to... Did I crash this again? Seems maybe I did. So we're going to go to this one. And let's restart this app. Sure, why not? And there we go, back to this. Transition. Why is this in the for you? Okay. This is one thing that I always find amusing when people take this parkour template and they turn this guy around, because it totally messes up the controls. Yeah. He just like completely vanishes into nothingness. All right. What's next? Let's go. Whoa. He's falling back through the nothingness. I love it. Let's see what people are up to in HypeHype today. I don't believe I have the option for an Indian burrito. But that does sound interesting. I do have my own tortilla wraps at home, so I could order Indian and then wrap it in a tortilla, and then it's an Indian burrito. What do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3 Bobo, no player, so nothing to do there. What else we got here? We got a remix of Space Raid with a pink spaceship. It appears to be the only thing that has changed here, the color of the spaceship. But I really love this hype department. These particles are so good. Speaking actually of, we were talking earlier about particle heavy hypes. This is a pretty particle heavy hype here. Of course, it's got very little else going on. We have these ships moving around. Nothing else really changed here, so we're going to go back to this. Oh, now we got my homie, the unicorn. We got pink parkour level here. Boom. Oh, he's super jump. 5 seconds because the super jump. I think we can go even faster than that. All right, we need to jump right away. Jump. Jump, jump, boingy, jump, boom. Nice. VR Starebound. All right, let's take a look. Oh, because it auto-corrected VR. Thank you. No, I wanted to type VR. So this one. All right. Whoa. I seem to be looking the wrong direction. What is going on with this thing? Let's reset this. There we go. Oh no! It's sad the game doesn't end when you fall. So I've 3 jumps or 4? 3 jumps. Oh no, I got stuck on the wall. Oops. Oops, stuck again. Is there a way to end this? You have to get to the top, I guess? All right, well, I think that is going to do it for the stream today. Oh, and I see here. Oh, no, it's still pretty much right. Okay. Sorry, just checking the delay between the screen cap, but it seems all right. It's a little bit delayed. Anyway, that is going to do it for the stream today. So just another friendly reminder that the July Game Jam is still ongoing. There is about 3 days left to work. The deadline is midnight Pacific time on July 31st, which is Saturday. But that means if you are ahead of Pacific time in time zones, which I think most of us are, then you get a little bit of extra time because you can submit up until that particular time in whatever your time zone is. I know here in Helsinki, it's 10 a.m. on Sunday. In the Philippines, I believe it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. So you get a little bit of extra time there if you are ahead of Pacific in the time zones. And you are welcome to use it if you want it, if you need it. So next week, as I mentioned, I will not be here, so you're going to get Yelp on both of the streams next week. There'll be TikTok stream on Wednesday, and then this stream on Thursday. I believe those next week are going to be starting at 3 o'clock Helsinki time, which is 8 p.m. in the Philippines, and I believe noon in UTC. So you can tune in next week. You can catch Yelp on both of those streams. He will be playing entries from the July Game Jam. So if you want to see your game played, those would be some good streams to come hang out at. And then the next week's Thursday, is when we'll be announcing the winners. I guess officially I wasn't supposed to announce that until the end of the close of the jam. But I mean, it's not hard to figure out. The Thursday stream is where we do the big stuff. So the Thursday stream 2 weeks from today is going to be the July Game Jam Awards stream. You will have myself and Yelp both attending that one, playing all of the finalists in the July Game Jam and revealing the winners. So very much looking forward to that. And then also probably around that time, we're going to have some new jam challenges for you. We're going to be trying out some shorter jams. So definitely not another month-long jam right away. We're going to do some of the old school 1 to 2 week jams. And we are even looking at trying some really short jams. So keep an eye out for example, a weekend jam that would last like 2 to 3 days. All of that stuff is going to be coming after the end of the July Game Jam at some point. But we will, as we did with the Mega Game Jam, take a little bit of a breather between the end of a month-long jam and announcing new jams. So next week, no new jams. But the week after, we will be sharing some info on a new jam after we have announced the winners of the July Game Jam, or possibly at the same time. Depends how things go. So that's what you have to look forward to the next 2 weeks in HypeHype. Also, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, people will be coming back from vacation next week. So the HypeHype team will be moving back to regular capacity work, which should mean that a new update will be on the way at some point, and hopefully we're going to be able to react a little more quickly than we have been through the month of July as far as questions, problems, stuff like that. So once again, thank you everybody for hanging out. Always love to hang out with you guys, play some hypes, build some hypes. Love those editor questions, so thank you everybody that gave me some editor questions. Thank you everybody that suggested some hypes for me to play. I hope you guys have a great Thursday, a great Friday, a great weekend, and very much good luck with your July Game Jam entries. 3 more days to work. Can't wait to see what you guys have been working on. that's going to do it for me today. I have been Shogun. This has been the HypeHype stream. Peace.